Alright guys, before we get into this video, I want to talk to you about FUTTRADING.co.uk. It's a website run by myself and V273 where we help you guys to make millions of coins on FIFA every single month. I know you guys mentioned that I talk about it a lot in my videos, but the reason for that is the website helps allow us both to be full-time, and it means I'm able to bring out 3, sometimes 4 videos a day on YouTube because I can pay for an editor and give those who can't afford the website as many trading tips as I possibly can do. £10 a month gets you access to Tier 1, which gives you buying and selling prices for silver cards, special cards, icons and Thursday flips. Tier 2 is £15 a month. It includes all of Tier 1 and access to live filters, our CHEM style area, which is extremely effective right now. Hundreds of thousands of coins being made every day from there. And our fluctuation area, where we monitor the market for lows and highs, allowing you to make as much coins as possible. So make sure you check it out. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. Make sure you turn your notifications so you never miss an upload. In case you didn't know this by now, we are now live streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch every single day. Live streams in the morning on YouTube at 9:30 AM and live streams on Twitch. I'll be live just after this video goes live at 5:30 PM on Twitch. You get 3 uploads a day on this channel though, like I say. Morning, League SBC Method to Glory. The evening, this video is a trading video. It's a mixture of me teaching you guys methods and me showing you the methods working on this series, which is 1 to 5 million. And then the midnight upload is whatever content EA give us or some extra content based upon what the game's doing, basically. That tends to be what it is. But this is trading to 5 million from 1 million. As you can see, we're at 3.01 million at the moment on my account. Now, the plan for today, I'm recording this on Sunday. The plan for today is to do some flips and specials and potentially some icons, especially weekend league sell-off. Icons tend to see quite a big hit. I mean, maybe I have to buy into them. But yesterday, for you guys, a video went live about squad battle trading. And it was really effective for me last week and what I did. So this week, I think I'm going to repeat that again. And look at cards and fodder and things like that are coming down with squad battle rewards. So it's probably going to be quite a late night for me and quite an early start to buy into some cards without a doubt. But it'll be worth it. It definitely will be worth it. Now, I think this is day 6 of 10. And we're at 3 million coins. So we're well on track and on target to hit the 5 mil within 10 days. The reason this series is a bit dotted about is I don't want to just keep bringing out high budget videos for people that haven't got high budgets. I know there's a lot of new people on the channel and you guys are just getting into trading. So I'm trying to intersperse it with a mixture of content so you guys can still see the grind. But if you want to see me do this stuff live, make sure you click links and join the streams. And if you want to ask me any questions, it's the place to do it because I can actually answer you back directly and answer any questions and queries you've got. So the plan for today realistically is going to be doing a bit of flipping, all that sort of stuff, but really it's all going to be about squad battles buy-in and the weekend league sell-off. Now, why is that important? The reason why this is my favourite time of the week to trade is, although it's risky because you don't know what the market's going to do at weekend league sell-off, you can also pick up some very, very, very good deals because people tend to get rid of their cards, undercut, and people don't tend to take too much time to look at what cards are worth. As an example, my brother's been sitting here trading all morning, and Chris Smalling's been about 35 to 40,000 coins for the last 24 hours, and people are listing at 25,000 consistently. He's been picking them up, making nearly 10k profit on a card. And that's really where I see the market today in terms of what I want to be doing. But I do want to start looking at icons. Now, when we talk about icon trading, the worst thing you can do is just to dive straight in. I want to show you the way I start learning icon prices. So you've got like, I don't know how many icons on the game. It's impossible for you to keep up with all the icon prices. We do that on the website for you. But as an individual, if you can't afford something like our website, it's hard to do. But what you can start to do is just get your max price. Set your max price to like 150 and just check. And then basically what I do is I tend to flick towards the 56 minute. As we look at 141's there. So someone's going to set the filter up for us. Let's go to 140. Let's see if the filter's better here. Yeah, so here, for example, what I do is I compare price back out. And anything that's here, I just go and check the price of. So I'll have a little look at, I don't know, got 2 there we can't look at. This Del Piero, for example. I'll go and check his price. I'll check his graphs. I'll look at what his highs and lows are. Now, I know he's about a 750 seller. Sometimes a little bit more than that as well. So he's at a low at the moment, that's 758 to some degree. But I just check the price of everything that's here and I give myself a rough idea of what he's been selling for in the last 24, 48, 72 hours. And I start marking that down. For you guys is what I would do anyway. Start marking it down. And then all these cards here, you've got the opportunity to bid on them. And so this gigs that's ending soon, for example, if I look and flick through, he's got one at 213, one at 216. I know roughly this gig's about 190 is really where you want to buy him, 190, 195. Because you'll see his average price. I can add these to my transfer targets and I can just see what they're selling for. And bit by bit by bit, I start to build up a picture in my head of what these cards sell for, what I should be paying for them, and what I want to flip them on for. It's really that easy. And so, if I want to get the filter sorted out, because I know my prices, I'll do my max buy today. Now, again, we've got Gattuso and Owen, so I need to get rid of that Gattuso by bidding down. one of them. So we're at 128 as our max price for now. This is the refresh on Xbox. But here again, we've got Hadji at 395. So he's a little undercut, but nothing special. Compare price on this Baggio, 380. We'll add the transfer targets. And then what I can do is I can sit here, and as weekend league sell-off happens, I can compare price back out and wait for icons to pop. Doesn't mean I'm going to snap on and buy all the icons. No, it doesn't. It just means what I'm doing right now for the next few hours is gathering an idea in my head of what the market is currently doing. I'll know roughly what the prices are. So, for example, I see this Baggio here at 380. If I see it sell for 380, where's my transfer targets? If one pops at 350, 360, I know it's a relatively safe buy. The thing you have to understand about icons, though, and this is the one important thing, it's a big, big spend on a card. And the question mark you always have is coin spent versus return. And if the coin return isn't worth it, if I go and buy a Baggio for 380, and I sell them for 350, for example, I sell them for 380, maybe a little bit more overnight, I make 20k profit. That's not a bad profit at all. But 20k, I can get the similar sort of amount for specials and do a similar sort of thing there and spend less. So again, this Crespo here, adding transfer targets, and we'll see if they're selling. And that's really what I'm going to be doing today. Just keep an eye on the market, seeing what it's doing, and then buying in probably from weekend league, so 6 PM content onwards is where I'll probably be seeing myself. But I'm going to go away, do this. Anything I pick up, anything I want to show you guys, as always, I'll show you. And then, yeah, I'll be right back. I'll see you in 2 seconds' time. All right, guys, so it is next morning, and I've been hard at work. We had our first YouTube stream this morning at 9:30. I was doing this all live. So if you want to check out the YouTube streams as well, make sure you're there 9:30 every morning. Saturday's only really my day off normally. But all the stuff you see in this recording, I do a lot of it live. So what we've gone and done, we've been monitoring the market all morning and bought into cards that were low. These guys are overnighters, but this Torreira, for example, I think we picked up for 51 on stream. We've got some brilliant deals as well. Alex Telles for a massive dip. Picked him up at 50. He should sell between 64 to 67k at a climb. Denier here for 33 should sell for in and around 40,000. But the main play that I'm going for at the moment is, as I told you guys yesterday, the sort of low-end metas with shadows on them. These will be flipped on hopefully overnight tonight. So really in this video, you're probably going to see me spend quite a lot of coins, getting my coin total down, buying into a lot of stuff to flip today and overnight. So you're not going to see a coin total at the end that's sitting there at like 3.4 million or whatever. That will probably come next episode because I've got a lot of buying, a lot of bidding. It's going to be a very heavy day in terms of doing that. So I'm looking at Sissoko, I'm looking at Fred, I'm looking at Zakaria, all those sort of guys, just to make some profit out of them in the long term. Now, is the profit going to be massive? No, in terms of like each card, but it will add up. So Sissoko, for example, right now is 3,500 coins on the transfer market. I'm picking it up at between 2.8 to 3.2k with a shadow on him. The plan is then to sell him overnight. What I'm really looking for here as well is position changes. Sissoko's for strikers, Fred with strikers. They get you extra 2, 3k from the price you're buying them at realistically overnight. So that's where we're looking at the moment. But like I said, we are looking at special cards as well. The market took quite a heavy hit this morning. So there's a Paulinho somewhere. I'm not sure where he is. For example, we picked this one up for 32.5. I'm looking now, he's up at 38 again. I'm hoping we can push towards 39.40 on him, which would be very solid. But look, it's got Sanson here again, 19,000 position change, those that he'll rise. So a lot of this stuff will be listing up as we go today. But the play really is I'm going to be monitoring the market. And if you want to monitor the market, one of the best places to start, and I've showed you this before, but I will show you it again now, is if you go to Footbin, and up here they've got a tool called Market, and look at Index Specials, Index Icons, these guys here. It gives you a rough idea of the cards that are coming up and down. So Xbox top downs at the moment, Bamba, Courtois, all these guys are quite heavily down at the moment. So I'll have a little look at them and see what they're doing. For example, Delaney. If I look at Delaney right now, this is 36.5 is cheap. It is very cheap for him. So if you have a look at his hourly graphs recently for the last few days, he's been sort of 35, 41 there today at one point. Yesterday again, 39 up to, 39 was low. His dip was 36.250. Saturday, again, sitting at like 45s, 47s. So if he keeps coming down and he gets down as low as sort of 33, 34, suddenly I'm quite interested in that. I think, actually, do I want to have a little look at buying into quite a few of these today for the rise or whatever? The big problem I've got right now, though, is Team of the Year is coming, and there's going to be panic on the market, and I don't really want to hold on to too much for too long, because that's when we'll start to see potentially getting hit by cards. I am looking at icons, though. Icons are holding quite steady at the moment. The only thing that I think affects icons is if they do drop an icon SBC for like a mid-icon or whatever this week to coin sync everyone. But I am looking at icons. We've got Makalady there. We picked up for 230, selling for 255. But we're just continuing to go from there. Grind it out from there. So really, today's going to be one huge buy-in, massive buy-in. Hopefully from that 3 mil, we pick up quite a lot of coins. But I will be right back as we go. All right, guys. So we continue to trade. It's a weird one at the moment because I'm worried about buying into too much of the higher-end stuff because the market is dipping quite significantly with Team of the Year on the way. So this video is probably going to be extended over a course of like trading over basically a full 24-hour period. But there's something that I'm doing right now, and I'm really liking it. I'm not going to lie to you. And it is Champions League cards. Because people are starting to stack packs up for Team of the Year, a lot of Champions League cards are seeing a bounce, quite a heavy bounce. And so I'm picking them up on bids and snipes quite cheaply. So, for example, this Alisson player, if you compare the price on him at the moment, for his normal card, it's something like, I think about 1,200, 1,300. But his Champions League card's going for 3,000 coins at the moment. So I've been picking these guys up on relatively consistently on bids and getting really, really good deals on them. Now, most important thing here is don't bid too high on them. I'm going to bring a video out on this specifically. I think it will actually come out before this video because I think it's a really good thing for you guys to have at the moment. But even cards like Origi, 1,700 there, and I think he's selling for like 3,000 at the moment. And as I'm doing it, they're going up. They're not coming down. They're going up in price. But someone's just picked that Origi up now for 1,200 coins. They're making 1,800 coins. So for me, that's where I'm going to be stacking myself up today, I think. Over the next 24 hours, I think. I'm going to be buying a lot of these basically and flipping them on relatively easily, relatively quickly. But so some of the deals we picked up on that, obviously you saw the player there. But look at the store. We picked a Harry Maguire up, I think, for 1,900. Picked up two of them. One for, that was 3,300. He's selling for 4.5k at the moment. And this one for 1,900. We're looking at like 2,000 coins profit off each of these cards as it is at the moment. And they're sneaking through relatively easily on bids. In terms of the transfer list as well, we've got a lot selling that's been listed up. And again, in no rush with this. But we've also picked up a lot of cards with Hunters and Shadows. Continuing to do that. There's a Harry Maguire, this is the other one here. 2,200 on that one. But again, as I'm buying them, they're all going up. And it feels hella OP to me. And I'm not one of those snobs that's like, oh, well, I've got loads of coins. Let me go out and just special card trade, just icon trade. It's never been my bag. As whatever's making coins is what I'm going to go for. So I'm going to continue to spend the next, I don't know, 12, 24 hours stacking these cards up, adding them to the club, letting the market in these sort of cards rise, and then selling them on as and when I need to do it. A lot of this will be overnight listing, I think, realistically. But again, I'm in no rush. I will come back to you guys, hopefully, today, my time. Same video for you guys, obviously. Just to let you know how it's going and what we're doing. But yeah, I'll be right back once we pick up some more deals. Alright guys, so we've been hard at it. So I just want to show you the transfer list in terms of where we're at the moment. Some of the specials we bought earlier on have sold, done very well in fact, some of these specials. And the Champions League cards have started to sell quite significantly as well. The profit on these guys is big. We're not talking 200, 300, 400 coins a card. Some of these guys we're talking 2,000 coins profit on. And I do think this could be extremely profitable this week, especially at rewards on Thursday. During Div Rival and Foot Champs Awards. If this is anything to go by in terms of the demand that some of these cards have got. Now they've got demand for General SBCs anyway, but because people are starting to pack stack now for Team of the Year, these guys could be just as powerful as Silvers are. And so 100% we'll be looking to them without a doubt. We've got like Makalady still listed. We'll list him overnight. Fred we've overlisted because he's got position changes on him and stuff like that. I've also picked up some more Sissoko's striker ones, for example, a bit more cost on them, but they sell for more with striker cards on them, as you guys know by now. So we've got all these guys here we picked up and bought. And then on stream just now, I've gone and bought heavily into specials because we've got no content tonight from EA. So the market should be relatively stable overnight. So we picked up a lot of cards, a lot of good deals here. I think this Dumfries was a brilliant deal if I remember rightly. Yeah, 33,000 coins, currently selling for about 45, 46,000. So we've got a lot of very, very good deals here. You saw Denier earlier on that sold for 40k. Picked up another one for 32,500. So the plan now is to list all this overnight and go quite hard between now and tomorrow. So this will basically be a sort of a full solid 24 hours of me trading with this account. So hopefully we see the benefit of that for 200, 300, 400,000 coins in the long term. I've got about 600,000 coins left to spend. I do want to try and spend that tonight if I can. But I'm not in any hurry either. I'm also sort of seeing what the market's doing and not making too many big plays while Team of the Year is about. But yeah, I'm going to go away now, list this all up, and hopefully tomorrow morning should see a nice chunky addition to the coin total once everything sells. I will see you then. Alright guys, so it is the next morning and I'm a very, very tired guy. It's my own fault, but basically yesterday on stream I bought a lot of specials and I was sending all the chem styles off and it was going very, very well. And so I played a bit of Warzone, and after Warzone I was like, let me go check how everything's done. And it was like 1.6 million in the account with loads of stuff still selling. And I was like, let me go and buy some more stuff. So this Lampard we paid 200 for, so over 225. Liz Lukaku was an unbelievable deal. I think I paid 37 for him, sold him for 62. Party was sold. So all this stuff here is sold, and now we've got loads more stuff selling here. And so this should hopefully take us well over another 2 million coins on top of this, like maybe 2.5 million coins to sell on top of this. But at the moment, I'm very, very aware of Team of the Year on the way. I'm very aware of we're not getting any information from EA about what's actually happening on the game, what we're going to be getting, what we're not going to be getting. And so I don't really want to run the risk of holding stuff for too long. So the plan today is to get as much of this stuff sold as possible. And when I'm doing my live stream on YouTube, I'm going to be buying into quick flips of things like silvers, chem styles, possibly some specials based upon whether or not the market is good for them at this time in the morning. I don't think it's going to be. But just focus on making instant profit rather than holding too long. And then this sort of stuff here, I want to get out of by 6 p.m, sell everything off by 6 p.m, and then go again tonight with the same sort of styles and same sort of methods once we know what the 6 p.m. content is. If the 6 p.m. content is dry, I know it's quite safe to trade overnight again. If it's not dry and we get a lot of stuff and the EA starts to coin sync, then realistically I've got to think, well, do I go and spend more? Do I go and spend less? And I've got to work it out from there. So what I do want to do though, and this is the most important thing, is for example, I've shown you that Lampard that I bought. This Hadji last night as well I bought for 495. He should sell for 540 easily. It's closer for 162. Should sell for 178, 180 easily. Not massive profit in the closer, but still profit nonetheless. But I do want to go over icons with you in a video. I know some of you are starting to get those higher budgets now, so I want to show you how you would look at icons. If you haven't got the website, how you would look at icons and how you track them and how you work out where the lows are and the highs are, and really give you an in-depth sort of guide as to this is how you would trade with icons, in my opinion, the best way to do it, without having a huge amount of market knowledge initially, and how you build your market knowledge up later on. But like I say, going to go away, sell stuff. As the day progresses, I'll update you guys. And then we'll go from there. And I'll give you a rough estimate of coin total if we haven't sold everything by the time this video's got to be edited. But I will be right back. Alright guys, so early afternoon update from me. We're at 1.526 million coins. I said I was going to stop spending, but on the YouTube stream, loads of deals kept popping up, so I kept buying basically. We've got a lot of stuff still selling. A lot of stuff has gone, and I'm glad I was patient with a lot of this stuff because it is starting to now rise the market slowly but surely as the game starts to churn a little bit today. More people coming on. Market's moving around a bit more. This Kufau actually was a good buy. I was looking at him with Shadow yesterday and the deal popped and I was like, that's alright. Then I found another one was 20k, some 25. Again, these sort of profits, 3, 4k, when you first look at it as your special card trading, it's like, okay, 3, 4k is cool. But if you go and buy 100 cards of a night time, it's 3, 400k. And it adds up very, very quickly. The Champions League cards are now all gone. A couple of them had to take down a little bit. They weren't quite up at where they were yesterday. I was showing my stream Gold Chem Styles yesterday. If you haven't seen that yet, there is a video on this channel for Gold Chem Styles. It's extremely effective. You can make 1,000 coins a card plus on a lot of the cards you buy. And it's really good for right now. Because the market's so jittery, it's relatively instant profit. You flip it quite quickly. You don't have to worry too much. So yeah, going very, very well. So at 1.5 million at the moment, I'll clear stuff off. But we still have about 1.9 million after tax on the transfer pile still. So I'm hoping that by the time everything sells here, we're looking at about 3.4 million. Now, obviously, some of this is going to go back into League SBC grind. But again, a 400k gain is not bad at all. I'm very happy with that. I'm more than happy with that after sort of day 6, which is solid. It's very, very good. But I am now getting, like it went to inch towards that 5 million coin total. That would be where we really want to be at. I don't really know what I'm going to do after that. I don't know if I just keep trading up some more high tier methods and stuff like that for you guys, or if I start investing in my team a little bit more. But I quite like the idea with my team at the moment that I'm running a first owner, Road to Glory, untradeable. Like, it's all my cards, which I quite like. I'm one of those guys. But yeah, we're going to keep selling it off. At the moment, it's 1 o'clock, so we'll see how things go. I don't know what more will sell, but again, I'm not in any hurry to sell these cards because they will rise overnight. Something just sells. And that's exactly my point. I've tried not taking the prices down too much of stuff today because I don't really want them to be hit too heavily. There's profit there for me if I'm patient. And so, like I said, at the beginning of every episode, I try and show you guys my coin total. But at the end of it, it's not always possible to because I won't take hits on cards if I don't need to take hits on them. Like one Akanji on here, I'm making a loss on because I bought him by accident yesterday. It was an error. I paid 32 for him, thinking it was 22, and he sells for 28. So that's one error that I've made. But yeah, so we're going to keep going, keep listing, keep selling, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully, we'll get a nice, decent coin total to show at the end of this episode, and I'll be able to give you a rough estimate of what the coin total will be saying once everything sells. I will be right back. Alright guys, the second to last update for you. Annoyingly, I've just cleared it off. I flicked left trigger by accident, cleared it off. It's nothing incredible. More specials are sold. We're still waiting on these icons at the moment. These are ones that I will hold without a doubt. A couple of these other ones I may lower down slightly just as the market goes, but Paulino's just gone for 37,500. I've got a couple of my transfer pile here, one for 37,500, and I think there's one more, and the two of them are gone now. Two of them are gone, so the two of them are gone. We've just got a striker left to sell, which surprises me because that's the one I thought would be easy to sell because the position changed. Sometimes it can work out a different way. But again, we've still got loads to sell on the transfer pile. I've added it up. After tax, I think we're near 3.4, 3.5 million. Yesterday I was looking at it and I was like, okay, 3.3 million, 3.4, but I didn't really account for the fact that up until 2 a.m. this morning I retraded again and then traded again on YouTube stream this morning. So we're at 1.8 million at the moment, which is great. And again, I just want to keep grinding it out, keep hitting it hard. And the plan for tonight is probably going to be to not really spend much at all on this account. I want to see what comes out at 6 p.m. If we get nothing, then I'll go in on specials and probably the icons. And I'll put a bit of detail into how we trade with icons in that video. But if we get content or any sort of content, I really want to watch the market, because I do feel like a decent bit of content and the market goes crazy. And I think that's what I am worried about right now. As I look at certain car prices, I'm seeing massive drops and massive climbs. And normally I'd sit there and go, right, let me buy that at that drop. But I am wary of the market at the moment because, for example, Vidal's team of the week, it was selling for 44 overnight. This morning I sold one for 43. Then he dropped to 36 and now he's back up again. And I'm like, that's great. But if I buy at 36 and he drops further, or if I buy at a certain price, I'm a trader and I love doing it, but I also don't like taking too many risks. So again, we're going to continue with it. We're going to keep persevering on, let stuff sell, and hopefully we'll have a relatively decent coin total and knowledge for you guys when it comes to it. I will be right back. All right, guys. So last final update for today. We're at 2.26 million. But we've got about another 1.3 million left on the transfer market to sell. And yeah, it's been good. I'm shattered. I'm not going to lie. I'm very, very tired. Yesterday was a massive grind to push this, but 500k give or take made is going to be very, very nice. And some very welcome booster total. After I think this is day 6, but I keep getting confused. It might be day 7. But we're doing very well. We're doing very, very well in it. The plan now, though, is we've just been told that Team of the Year is being released on the 22nd. That's been announced. And so I want to see what the market does for the next sort of few hours in terms of whether there's mass panic or not, because it might be that I have to break even on a couple of these cards. Maybe it's a small minor loss on some of them just to get out of them. So I don't want to run the risk of a big crash in the market in before Team of the Year. I think we're at the low point personally myself right now. I don't think much of these cards can get much lower, but I'm not going to risk it. If I start to see the market drop off, then a few of these cards will be got rid of for either break even or taxing them and making sure that I'm not making too much of a loss on them in the long term. But really now the push on is going to be probably with icons, and again, probably the higher end specials is what I'm going to look at right now, because I feel like we will see some form of market dip in the next sort of 24 hours, which will allow me to buy into a few of these cards. Now, tomorrow is Wednesday, and that's Thursday flips day, and so for me, that's where I'm probably going to look to place a lot of my coins at that moment in time, because a lot of those cards, you can see their trend for the week, you can see what they've done, and it allows me to buy in thinking, okay, cool. If I look at Varane, for example, if he's down at 110 or whatever, and he's come down steadily all week, to me, can he get much lower? Will he be bought up for weekend league? Possibly, yes. So then I might think, okay, I'll buy into a few of him or Kante, whatever it is I'm going to buy into for this week. Both have treated me very well in recent weeks, so I'm not going to deviate too much from them as I know how they do react. But again, new market conditions with Team of the Year. But that is the end of this video. 500,000 coins made once everything is sold. If you want to check me out on Twitch and see the stuff selling, make sure you do. Don't forget to check out the morning streams on YouTube as well and the midnight upload tonight. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.